And then if you have faith in God, He'll do the rest. Like, things will happen. You won't even notice that little things will happen that'll set you on your path to resolve that issue and clear that stress. Like, if you put your faith in God, He'll make these things happen. It's such a wide universe. And there's so much that all of us don't know. I don't remember where I was going with this, and I was enjoying my coffee though. But I don't know if I caught it on another video where I was going off about what the spirits were saying to me while I'm high. Because that's when I feel closest to my guides, my family members around me. They're just giving me advice on the things I need to do. I think I've said it in another video, but just in case we didn't capture it, was to live with love, light, laughter, and joy. Because this life is not just to be endured, it's to be enjoyed. So if we live that way with love and light, things will happen for us. That energy will bounce right back and new blessings will appear. You'll notice things. But you have to do more than just live in love and light and laughter. You have to be kind to your body. It is a temple. So less fast food, more water, or whatever it is we do to stay hydrated. Less soda, less junk in our system. Then the longer we can live, the more we can put off, our body will put off those ailments that you may get while you're aging. Like me and my rheumatoid arthritis, or my newly diagnosed bipolar. You know, these ailments can be treated with my medication and this and that. But somehow not another part of me, the spirits are telling me, but if I were to actually do the things that are expected of me to do on this world, to live so that, expected so that I live a fruitful life, was to be healthy, take care of my temple, be kind to it, and part of that is being healthy, staying hydrated. The others was to live frugally, be frugal, live within your means. The next one was to travel more, to see more of the world, enjoy it. It was given to all of us, the whole world, for all of us to enjoy. If everyone were to actually live like that, it'd be a more peaceful place. Learning each other's culture, learning to respect other people's traditions, getting yourself cultured. So travel more with some advice. Enjoy the ones around us. our friends, our family, especially our family, because we are promised that they will be with us in the next life. As long as we live in love and light and joy and happiness and peace. It was like advice, but also like a warning that if you also put your faith in God, He'll fix the rest. Which I was always like, oh yeah, He'll fix the rest. You always just say it. But never have I ever felt it until today, where it was like, what was I talking about again? Oh my gosh. Losing my train of thought, but that has to be the weed. Here was my mushroom coffee. Trying to regulate the body. So I'm trying this out. If this doesn't work, then definitely gonna try the coffees recommended by doctors. Or whoever I feel should have a say in my health. Let me say it that way. Whoever I feel has the right to treat my health, I guess. Anyways, I don't know why I'm recording this. I think I'm just wanting to talk about what the spirits are telling me today. Oh, and the promise was that we'd all live a fulfilled life, a life fully lived. That we would go at peace when our time came. And then our reunion on the other end would, of course, be a party. A big bomb hangout. A reunion with everyone who went before me, or before you, or before whoever. These are the type of things that I think about, but I don't think it's me thinking them. I think that, like, right now I'm an empty vessel, so I feel like this spirits, like, I say the spirits around me because I think it's family members or good friends who have passed on, but they're still around us all. I'm not the only one. It's just right now while I'm high, I feel like I can hear them in my ear. Just telling me, this is our cautious warning to you. Take heed. I'm just joking. But just, advice. But also, with the warning, bye. I don't know. But I do feel like that. Like, I do feel like if I just was happy and lived happy and joy, I know every day it's hard to do that because, you've got the world banging at your door. But I feel like if you put your faith in God, like if you really feel it in your bones and you really know, like, He's there, He's got you. Like, that's mad faith. And if you have that in God, I feel like He just takes care of the rest. And I feel like the way that He does it is He does it in all different ways. And some of those ways may be through other people. Some of those ways would be through other jobs or other events or other things that happen in your life that you go to. You had no idea you were going to run into this person or this would happen or this would happen. But God would set you on that path to get to like a later point where something happens and say that thing, that little ripple effect, it all comes together and it just, bam, it saves you at the moment you need it most. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anyways, I do feel like God just does take care of the rest. You know, He makes things happen for you. Now, I also feel that He has a lot to do with the law of attraction. Because when I say that you are living out, like you're like radiating happiness because you have it in you, like it definitely attracts. Where was I going with this? Damn, I lost my train of thought again. I really should drink this coffee. I don't have the camera on my face because I didn't put my temps in. Well, you know, don't look like a baby talking here, even though I have a little bit of a lisp, but I was trying to say is that if your bodies radiate that much happiness, that much joy, like you're really not worrying too much. And I feel like your body then starts to change in a way where it starts to fight for itself, right? Like, for example, you're radiating all this love. So when like you have bad blood cells that maybe came from genetics or whatever the case may be, like say you have like bad cells or bad something that you were born with, or say that you get sick because of old age, like you get all these ailments. Where was I going with this? But when you're radiating happiness and joy, I feel like your body fights that off. And the younger that you are, that you start fighting that off, you know, of course you'll live a lot longer because you've been able to live with all that joy. You've done all the things that were required of you. You feel a lot of happiness because you don't have the stress because God took care of the rest. You put your faith in Him. You did as He said, to live with love, to never be ugly to another person, to always live an honest life. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, I feel like if you're radiating joy, your body will fight off those ailments a lot longer than just letting yourself feel sick all the time and not trusting that, you know, if you're feeling good, your body will start to heal itself. Because I believe that the body can heal itself, but I believe that depends not only on our diet, I believe that also depends on our emotional and our physical use.
Can I grab Lena a towel?
The renter there.
You okay?
Yeah, just recording my coffee. You think I'm weird, Lena?
Thanks. No, I did the same thing.
Yeah, but what I was saying was, I feel like your body can heal itself. Like, I feel like those happy feelings, like, they affect your health. The way that your body talks to each other. Do you know what I mean? Or the way your body parts talk to each other, if you know what I'm saying. So I feel like I don't know, I just feel like all this stuff is what I'm being told. I don't know if I went over that. So if you live this way, I think they're pretty simple. And the promise is that you will live a happy life of love, laughter, joy. Because who would care how bad traffic was if life was already going good for them? You know, that's that 1%. You know, you may not be rich, but you can live like the 1%ers by being content with yourself, by being grateful for what you already have, and not envying another person for what they have, but being happy for them for what they have. You know, when I say live a life of love, that's pretty much what I mean. The world would be a better place if everybody had the same gratitude and sentiment for the world than people like Bob Marley. I mean, he was giving us like mad gem after gem after gem. People don't want to listen. I feel like people are listening a lot more now because of TikTok, but I feel like before, like, there's only a portion of us that would listen to that or grow up with that. You know, that one love spirit, that one love vibe. I went through a horrible night last night, and I don't know if I probably told you earlier, but yeah, it took a toll on not just my mental state, but also my physical state. You know, I felt like my condition's gotten worse or whatever, but as I went to fix that issue, I went to fix it in a way that I was advised by my brother, and in a way that I knew my father would have told me to do. So my father was speaking through my brother this morning when he called me this morning. He called me and told me I needed to go give my daughter a hug. Only a small bitch. We just got in a fight, like mother and daughters do. It was physical. It was brutal. But, you know, I cried all night and cried myself to sleep. Woke up crying this morning. And I didn't know what to do to stop crying. Then my brother called me and told me that I needed to go and do exactly what my dad would have told me to do. That's why I felt like my dad was talking through him. He told me that I needed to go give her a hug. Like everything he said was like the best way to fix this is love. Like Dad taught us no other way. And he was right. My dad did teach us to live with love. He always knew how to fix everything for us, even our feelings. He was a Tongan dad who knew how to deal with our feelings. So I did. I went and gave her a hug. And I talked it out. It was good. We ended up, of course, apologizing to each other first and foremost. Telling each other that we love each other. And then talked about goals, things we want to do, things we're going to work on, things we're going to try to do. Not just her, not just me, but both of us are going to try to hold each other accountable. But you know, I don't know if it's ibuprofen or the weed, but my body feels great right now. I don't feel like I'm in pain. I feel like, I don't think it's the weed. I really feel like it's the joy I started to feel when I was healing our relationship. We were working together to heal our wounds. I think I was, I feel like I was healing a part of me from the past, you know? Past me. young girl me who hasn't forgiven me for any of my past behaviors. But the joy I felt was weird because it really does feel like it changed my body. Like, I don't really feel like I'm in as much pain as I said I was, because I was earlier, but anyways, I'm gonna trust that God got it, because I feel like today was a dub, and that today, I think it X'd out the humongous L we had yet last night. So yeah, if any parent asks me for advice, I'll be like, I'm like probably the one person you want to ask for advice. But if I were okay to give advice, I would say to just love your child. Love your child more than your feelings of betrayal or your feelings of disappointment or your feelings of hurt. Yeah. I believe in love. I know this is like out of it, but I did offer my daughter some advice today. And I laugh because I remember I was with a friend, and it was her dad. The advice came from her dad. Probably saw how bad we were hoeing around back then. I don't know. We were pretty bad. But he said, having an orgasm is one of the closest feelings that you'll ever have to God. And that's why it should be shared between a man and a woman, or partner and partner, whatever, in love. Is that where I was going with this? In love, and of course blessed by God. God in all things. So when you're having a bad day, like really, you should ask God. I was given advice today. I was, because I was like, I had a manic episode, I think. I had a manic episode because I went on a shopping spree online and spent money that I don't have. And I was like, I've been stressed. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to take care of this? How am I going to take care of this? How am I going to pay for this? And it wasn't until I was high that I was like, oh, okay. So as long as I don't do this again, just, okay, file the taxes, be proactive, get it done, and pay off your card. Then after that, live a life within your means, Neva. Live frugally. Your husband is working his ass off to keep you guys afloat. Remain steadfast. And it was like, wow, my answer was like right there. Like, got the phone number, got the lady's phone number, got the name, and yeah, text her today. And I was like, can't believe I got a problem resolved. It's like something in my heart telling me, Sunniva, stop worrying. Stop worrying. Put your faith in God. Commit and do the things that are required of me. To live happy and joyful and normal. I don't know why I said normal. Nobody's normal. This whole world's crazy. Anyways. Hi. Talking stories with my phone. We can watch them later and laugh. Because I think I've been talking to myself ever since I hit the pen. I think the next thing I need to do is hit the pen again and go watch my movie.